Drag her to the riverside, motherfucker. Now I got all the juice. Turn the cam on. Hit that bitch in the head with a bottle of vodka to show 40 proof like I told you die.
If you fuck with battle rap, make sure y'all subscribe to the T7M radio channel. We definitely appreciate it. And also hit that bell notification so y'all can stay in the loop to everything that we got going on here when we talking about this thing we love called battle rap. Selected Jaz the Rapper for the Barography really wasn't hard. Usually coming up with the Barography, I try to do a little rapid fire profile on some artists that's really up and coming, some things that people may not be aware of, but you know, I think we definitely needed to do one on Jaz the Rapper because she's so elite and her presence has just been felt everywhere. Like, you can't tell me someone who doesn't battle as much, but his name has been so relevant, ringing bells, not overnight. I mean, consistent. We talking 3-4 years, you know what I mean? Just ridiculous.
Alright y'all, let's give it up for the ladies. This week's Battle Rap Barography features Brooklyn's own Jaz the Rapper. Now with just under a dozen battles on her jacket, the BK lyrical wordsmith Jaz the Rapper has been picking rappers apart with A1 wordplay, creativeness, and just flat out presence. The last time we had the opportunity to see the girl Jaz the Rapper in action was URL's Born Legacy 4 versus fellow vet E Hart. Dropped earlier this year, so make sure y'all check this battle out on the URL channel. This was a top-notch back and forth battle, very debatable, arguably the best battle on the entire card. Now Jaz the Rapper, however, is no stranger to the URL stage, making multiple box office appearances on this main stage, including her Summer Madness 3 battle versus Miss Hustle. She had the known 5 matchup versus the Punchline Queen Official. And she also locked in previously on the URL versus QB Black Diamond. One of the original artists from the Queen of the Ring platform, Jaz the Rapper has put in the work to separate herself from some of her peers, taking her game to a whole nother level. Now, one of the biggest strikes the public will hold against Jaz was the amount of battles she would have in a given year. It was kind of like a mixture of fans wanting to see more of their favorite female artists, as well as critics feeling like Jaz's position wasn't warranted because she didn't battle as much. Clearly not oversaturating yourself has worked out in Jaz the Rapper's favor. With her skill set, some may argue an artist of that impact and caliber shouldn't even battle but a few times a year. But we'll leave that up for you guys to decide.
Nigga said you would destroy me. It got it because of my lack of aggression. Because y'all can't tell me what this bitch got past her aggression. You said all I got is bars, but that's what really wins shit. You got presence, but I don't need that because I'm already gifted.
Now, surprisingly to me, Jaz the Rapper has yet to reach the 1 million view mark when it comes to her battles. However, her monstrous appearance versus the girl 40 Bars on Queen of the Ring is definitely creeping up closely, currently about an estimated 900,000 views. So make sure y'all go check out that 40 Bars versus Jaz the Rapper battle. Let's get that up over the 1 million mark.
Jaz showed a lot of support. I remember when I first started the PG blogger movement, and you know, back in 2014, and she just came off of the 40 Bars battle. You know, she showed us hella love, called up right after, I believe it was either after the battle or right the night of the release, I forgot, but she called up the PG Bloggers radio man, chopped it up with us, we had a dope time. So she real down to earth, talent-wise, she got, you know what I mean, crazy songs and freestyle. She nice. And it's only a handful of fucking battles that make sense you talk about Jaz returning. Bonnie, okay, but But that I think really that, or Couture. Other than that, Jazz don't need to give nobody no shot. Like, what is that doing for her? You know, that ain't doing that for her.
Now, if y'all can remember back at this time, 40 Bars, I would say, was probably like the top girl on the Queen of the Ring platform. And the way the girl Jaz the Rapper broke her down all 3 rounds was just damn right historical. Back in 2014, I believe, when I created the original PG Bloggers movement, we had started the PG Bloggers Radio, and I believe soon as the battle was over, or recently after the battle was released, we was able to catch up with Jaz as she called up to the podcast and chopped it up. So let's tune into Jaz the Rapper as she give us a little bit of insight on her battle versus 40 Bars and a couple other things going down.
Seven Mitchell, one of the PG Bloggers. I wanted to know, like, do you feel cheated today? On one end, I know it's kind of satisfying, you know, to hear people say you got a clear win, but is it frustrating on the flip side when your opponent kind of lacked that expected X factor that they were supposed to bring for it to be a classic battle? Like,
yeah, I think me and 40 should have been like the best female battle in history, to be honest. Lyrically, not only entertaining wise, but lyrically, because there's a lot of girls that's entertaining, but they're not that nice, like bar wise. And I felt like 40 was the person that would do that for me. Like everybody else I battled, they're not whack, they're not trash, but you know, they just not lyrically there to me, with me. But 40, yeah, she completely dropped the ball. I didn't think she was gonna do that bad. I knew she was gonna lose to what I had, but I thought she was gonna actually, like, you know, be 40 bars, but she wasn't. So,
right.
Yeah, I definitely feel cheated.
That was crazy, man. But it was a dope performance. It seemed like you took it next level all 3 rounds, like, for the most part. I didn't like that 3rd round myself. I thought that shit was sloppy, but those first 2 rounds were super crazy.
I was telling people that. I was like, yo, y'all was so amazed by me that y'all didn't even realize how choppy my 3rd round was. Like, it was just, like, my mind was all over the place, and, like, people was like, yo, slow down, and I was trying to get it over with. I didn't want to mess up or nothing, and they was, like, kind of rushing us to rap so they could leave. But, yeah, my 3rd was kind of choppy, but as always, I always work on, you know, I always, like, look at the game tape and, like, try to do better my next battle. So I ain't going to be choppy my next battle. You know, people's like, oh, you need to battle Official, you need to battle Couture. No, I don't need to battle them. I don't need to battle them. If I beat them, you. Yeah, basically. If I beat them, it wouldn't be like, it wouldn't do anything for my ranking. You know, maybe more people would respect me, quote unquote, but for my ranking, no, it wouldn't do anything. So maybe somebody like E-Hard or Gaddis, but yeah, that's all I could really see.
Averaging about 500,000 views per battle, Jaz the Rapper is without question box office. Despite the lack of appearances in the ring on the main stage, Jaz has been everywhere throughout history, hosting events, showing hella support to various leagues, projects, things of that nature. Now, in addition to battles, unless you've been under a rock, you would know that Jaz the Rapper knows how to rock the mic and rip down the beat. Making multiple appearances on platforms like BET, Jaz has continued to build her brand to levels potentially unseen. When it comes to the music, some dope tracks y'all need to be in tune with. 38 Special from Jaz the Rapper, one of my favorites, also 90s Baby, and a variety of freestyles like I'm the Plug, the Kendrick Lamar Humble freestyle, and of course Jaz the Rapper's classic Grindin' freestyle. So make sure y'all show Jaz the Rapper some support. Check out these songs and more on her YouTube channel. Subscribe for more.
Now these ain't particular disses, but why y'all don't praise being the wife? Y'all praise the mistress. The shit is so scandalous. I don't get it. Giving niggas high batting averages once they hit it. Listen, maybe I was raised different. See, they hoeing, I'm growing. I guess the phase different. They bleaching clothes, but I'm learning. I guess the game different. How y'all not ashamed? Y'all lots of body shapes. I'm trying to put up this plaque, the frame different. So many haters, naysayers, I got a shitload, but never ever let them see you bleed. That's the crip code. They ask who you wanna make believers because it gets old. Whoever sleeping on me and taking naps, I pick those. My skin is black, but they try and make it blue.
Now, when you look at everything, this whole overall body of work has recently caused a stir on T7M Radio as some of the fans had called up to debate who is actually the best in Brooklyn. Let's take a listen.
You want to be technical, you want to play games, laugh it off, it's fine. The best in Brooklyn, because you want to talk about resumes and clear losses, Jaz the Rapper then. We'll do that.
Oh my God.
Why not? Just tell me why not. Let me do this. Let me put the bullet points on the resume and you tell me why not. Because she's been on Summer Madness, right? She's beat the top girls. She's beat the top girls in the league history, right? She's the most popular female. She's the most popular artist, female artist ever. She's everywhere. She's invited to hosting. I know all of that I'm saying don't really got nothing to do specifically with being in the ring. But you look at resume accolades and all that, what have Cortez done? Well, I'm not going to be disrespectful because that's just a given. Males going to have more opportunities than females. But when you look at impact, what the fuck have Cortez done that Jaz ain't done?
So you telling me Jaz has been more impactful than Cortez?
Yes, Jaz is the best in her fucking in female battle rap. Cortez is not the best in male battle rap. We debating him being the best in Brooklyn. I mean, you talking about Cortez? You know, Cortez done had more opportunities. You know what I mean? Going different places and shit. His history, his resume is bigger, but shit, impact. Jaz been on Summer Madness. He has it though.
So because she's been on Summer Madness, that automatically.
It automatically count, yeah. It automatically count. How does it not automatically count? I ain't saying that that's the only thing, but how does that automatically not count?
As far as best of Brooklyn go, I got Jaz the Rapper being the best in Brooklyn. And I'm talking about Show Off, Stings, Math Hoffa, Dot, I don't care who, Cortez, doesn't matter. I definitely feel like Jaz is the best in Brooklyn. You know? Prove me wrong.
You would kill me without talking about my virginity? So those was both lies, because if you're the star of a horror flick, then you would know that virgins don't die. Hate if y'all want, but y'all gotta salute the bars. Because the way I smoke these hoes is why they love my flavor. That's a hookah bar. Talking about that blibbity boop bap. I don't usually do those bars, but I'm a son of a gun. And you'll dance with my father when who hop out that band drawers. That's a Luther bar.
Getting back to the battles, of course, the elephant in the room still remains. When the hell is Jaz the Rapper coming back? Well, people, let's keep it real. Let me ask you something. With the way that the game is going right now, does it really make sense for Jaz to make a return? What hasn't she proven? Should Jaz the Rapper just make a return and give an up-and-comer a shot? It's obvious you can put a variety of names and pair them up versus Jaz, but what actually makes sense? Not just for the sport or for the brand, but for her career.
Biggest challenges for Jaz the Rapper. I don't know what challenges are. I want to see Jaz the Rapper come back because she's dope, and I don't think there's a lot of girls that can fuck with her. You know what I mean? But niggas are talking about she need to come back to battle Barney Godiva, or she need to take a shot, give somebody a shot or some shit like that. Like, what are y'all talking about? Like, none of that shit makes any sense. And I think overall, you know, Jaz is just too fucking dope. You can't really put Jaz in one box.
Should we match her up versus Barney Godiva? Do we need a 40 bars rematch? Maybe a battle versus a male on that URL stage? What is it that we still need from Jaz the Rapper to really put her where she needs to be in public opinion? Regardless of what the next move actually is for the spitter from Brooklyn, rest assured all eyes and ears will be zoomed in on Jaz. So buckle up and hope that the ride definitely does not stop here. Big salute to Brooklyn's own Jaz the Rapper, this week's Battle Rap Barography artist. Like, comment, subscribe. Y'all already know the drill. I'm 7 Mitchell, T7M Radio. Appreciate the support. Big shout out again to BK's own Jaz the Rapper, this week's Battle Rap Barography's profile spotlight artist. Y'all stay, man. Tune in for another edition of the Barography. It's 7 Mitchell, T7M Radio. I'm out. Peace.